You know, a lot of people look at self-made millionaires and just assume there's some kind of magic formula at play, right? Like there's a secret club. Well, welcome to this explainer, where we're going to completely challenge that very stubborn myth. We tend to think that lasting wealth requires this massive six-figure salary right out of the gate, or that it literally demands being born into a family with a huge trust fund. But the reality, as we're going to see today, is actually way more accessible. And frankly, it's a whole lot more interesting.
So I want you to really ask yourself, what if financial success isn't about luck at all? What if it's just about following a few incredibly simple principles that most people, well, they simply ignore or overlook? Becoming a self-made millionaire rarely involves secret shortcuts, or winning the lottery or insider trading. It's actually grounded in everyday behaviors that absolutely anyone can adopt if they're just willing to put in a bit of effort.
Okay, so here's the core shift in perspective we really need to make today. On one side, we have the myth, right? The high salary, the rich family. But on the other side, we have the undeniable truth. True financial success is actually just about understanding how money works and making smart, consistent choices over time. It's not about what you're handed, it's entirely about what you do with what you have day in and day out.
To make this super actionable, our journey today is going to cover 4 distinct phases: mastering your cash flow, protecting against the unexpected, building your wealth engine, and finally, the long-term mindset. Let's get into it.
Phase 1. Mastering your cash flow, the foundation of wealth.
You can't build a skyscraper on a swamp, right? And you definitely can't build wealth if your daily cash flow is completely out of control. So we start with secrets 1 and 2, and honestly, these are absolute game changers. Step 1 is paying yourself first. This means automatically saving or investing your money the absolute second you get paid before you do anything else. Then, step 2 is living below your means. This is that tough discipline of resisting the urge to artificially inflate your lifestyle. Buying the fancier car or upgrading the house every single time your income goes up. It's actually wild when you look at the stark contrast in these habits. Most people get paid, they pay their bills, buy groceries, go out to dinner, and then they just kind of cross their fingers and hope there's a little bit left over to save. But successful people, they reverse engineer this entirely. They invest their portion first, right off the top, and then they figure out how to live on whatever's left over. It really forces that discipline.
Because here's the thing, your ultimate financial success isn't just determined by your gross income. It's powerfully and disproportionately influenced by how much of that income you actually keep and put to work. Growing your investments can literally be more valuable than growing your expenses. I mean, it's highly possible for someone making $80,000 a year who follows these steps to become way wealthier than someone making $200,000 a year who just spends every single penny they earn.
Moving on to phase 2, protecting against the unexpected, the defensive strategy. Without a solid defense in place, one single bad month can literally wipe out years of hard work. That's why secrets 4 and 5 basically act as your financial bodyguards. First, you absolutely must relentlessly avoid high-interest debt, like carrying balances on credit cards. Think of high-interest debt as reverse compounding. It's working against you 24/7 and severely slows down your progress. Second, you gotta build an emergency fund. Unexpected expenses happen to literally everyone. The car breaks down, the roof suddenly leaks. Having that emergency fund means you handle these surprises with cash, rather than falling into the trap of expensive debt.
So before you make your next big purchase, I want you to just pause and ask yourself this exact question. Is this a true need, or is it just a short-term want that carries a long-term cost? Just creating this tiny momentary friction before you spend can actually save you thousands of dollars and keep you far away from those suffocating debt traps.
All right, phase 3, building your wealth engine, the offensive strategy.
Secret 3 brings us to compound growth, which is exactly why time is your absolute greatest asset. Compound growth is this incredible process where your money earns returns, and then, here's the magic part, those returns start earning their own returns. It's exactly like a snowball rolling down a hill, just gathering mass and getting bigger and bigger. Because of this, consistency, patience, and starting as early as humanly possible give your money the time it desperately needs to multiply itself.
Now, Secret 6 tackles the huge risk of relying on a single paycheck. Think about it. If that one paycheck stops, your entire financial world just freezes. So, successful people build immense financial resilience by diversifying. They create additional income streams. We're talking freelancing on the side, strategic investing, launching small businesses, maybe even creating digital products. They essentially make sure that if one river dries up, they still have 3 others flowing in.
Secret 8 is all about prioritizing assets before luxuries.
And this is absolutely crucial. Assets are things like real estate, stocks, or a business, things that actually put money back into your pocket and grow in value over time. Luxuries, on the other hand, like that brand new sports car or designer clothes, well, those lose value the absolute second you buy them. True wealth builders buy the assets first, and then they let the income from those assets pay for their luxuries.
Which brings us to our final phase, Phase 4, the long-term mindset, sustaining your success.
You see, generating wealth is one thing, but keeping it and growing it over decades, that requires a completely different mental framework. Secret 7 reminds us to never, ever stop learning. The rules of the money game are constantly evolving. Financial education is genuinely one of the highest return investments you could ever possibly make. So read books, listen to podcasts, watch educational videos. The more knowledge you acquire, the sharper and far more profitable your financial decisions are going to become.
For Secret 9, we really have to talk about emotional control. You have to think long-term. Building real wealth usually takes years, if not decades. You've got to stay focused on those distant goals instead of getting totally derailed by short-term market noise, or the temptation to chase quick, risky profits. When the market inevitably dips, the average person panics, but the wealth builder, they just zoom out and look at the 10-year horizon.
And finally, Secret 10 proves that action is everything. The biggest financial mistake you can make isn't starting with just $5 a week. The absolute biggest mistake is waiting around for the perfect time and never actually starting at all. Save a little, learn a little. It's those small, imperfect actions repeated consistently over time that actually lead to massive, meaningful progress.
Ultimately, financial success isn't some great unsolvable mystery. It's really just a set of smart habits repeated over and over and over again. So your challenge today is incredibly simple. I want you to pick just one single thing. Choose just one secret from this explainer today and commit to practicing it this week. Maybe set up that automatic transfer, or skip that luxury purchase, or just read the first chapter of a finance book. Just pick one.
I'll leave you with this final thought. 10 years from now, your future self is either going to thank you or really wish you had acted differently. The time is going to pass anyway, right? So, looking at these 10 secrets we just unpacked, which step are you going to take right now to change your trajectory? Start today, stay incredibly focused, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.